Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Last year sizzled. This year, the hot seat is hotter than ever. Join your host, Crystal Riviere, as she asks the hard-hitting, no-nonsense questions of the public officials and the news-making personalities. She'll ask all the burning questions. Catch the hot seat every Wednesday, 8 p.m. right here on Hot 7 TV. The hot seat. Can you stand the heat?
Know your limits, then defy them. At Studio Fit and Healthy 911. Whether as a sunrise 911 at 5:30 a.m. or a sunset 911 at 5:30 and 6:45 p.m., we have a variety of group fitness sessions available Monday to Saturday to accommodate your fitness goals. Not into group fitness? No problem. One-on-one sessions are also available. Want to work out with a small group of friends? Yup, we've got you too. Studio Fit and Healthy 911, located at Bois Groselet, offers a clean, safe, and judgment-free space where you can just be. Be you, to do you, for you. Call 758-486-8979 to become a 911er today.
A young man from Bagatelle is dead. Calls on the public to not stigmatize his vehicular accidents along the Bexar Highway. Trinidad Jasmine welcomes the scrutiny of its one man is in police custody following the shooting death of the wife of a police officer.
Look out for the midday news with Daniela Edwin on Hot 7 TV.
What's up, guys, and good morning. My name is O'Neal OJ Joseph, keyboard player for Morgan Heritage, and I'm asking you guys to check out Good Morning St Lucia Vibes at Sunrise with Shannon LeBon on weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. on Hot 7 TV. Check it out.
The gory discovery of the bound and gagged body of 72-year-old Diana Theodore on Saturday, August 6, after she was reported missing, has reignited the conversation on witness accounts in the criminal investigations process. It has been a long-standing struggle for police when it comes to retrieving information from members of the public on criminal matters. While there are speculations, MP for Choiseul, Bradley Felix, says police are better equipped to solve crime when people with any form of information speak up.
Any loss of life brings sorrow to loved ones, but when it's as tragic as what had happened over the weekend, it's extremely depressing. My condolences to the family. I understood they came in over the weekend. We as a community, we need to do everything, play our role, because sometimes we see things and we think it's none of our business. As a community, we need to bring things to the attention of law enforcement. I think there's a hotline that can be called. You don't even have to identify yourself. So we need to be proactive. We need to play our role. All of us need to play our role in stemming, this increase in crime in our country. In fact, a couple of months ago, I made a statement on one of the talk shows that, sometimes we stay away and we believe because it's happening in a certain community or in a certain location, it's not our business. But these elements, creep into other areas, closer to home. And exactly what's happening in such a community as Choiseul, where it's known for its peace, its tranquility, its love. And look at what's happened.
Whilst attempting to debunk some of the investigative theories surrounding the incident, Felix is urging citizens to speak up against crime, as silence can only exacerbate the problem.
Could it be that it could have been somebody who was on the run from, an area known for gun violence and that person saw an opportunity. We don't know. I'm not trying to indicate what happened, but these are all possibilities and we must come together. It's no single government, it's all of us as a country must play our part because, turning a blind eye can only get worse. It can only get closer to home.
The reluctance of witnesses to provide evidence continues to persist amid fear of retaliation. Whilst the government is yet to establish a formal witness protection program, other measures are in place allowing anonymous witness accounts to be recorded. As news of Theodore's death spread across regional and international borders, police grapple to find any leads that will solve the case. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
Jasmine Duncan there reporting on that homicide number 40. Miss Diana Theodore, who called St Lucia home for quite a long time, and Choiseul was very, very close to her heart. They called that community our home for a very long time as well. Joining me now live on the broadcast on this, the home stretch, the Member of Parliament for Choiseul St Lucia, the Hon Bradley Felix. Not a good day, not a good morning for yourself, I'm sure, and for many of your residents, even 4 days after this heinous crime, Mr. Felix.
Hi, morning, Shannon. Yeah, definitely that is the case, particularly because of what people relate when they think of Choiseul. You think of a peaceful community, a tranquil community with nothing but love to give. So when incidents as tragic as what has happened over the weekend, it definitely depresses the entire community.
What are residents saying, and what is the plan to keep the community together and to support the efforts of the police?
Well, Choiseul St Lucia community is always a very close-knit community. So, while people are extremely, extremely unnerved about what happened over the weekend, the discussion has always been to look out for people who are not familiar in the area. And, everyone has to be each other's keeper. That saying, we need to be our neighbor's keeper. So when we identify things that seem out of place or things that seem strange in the community, we need to speak about it. Let us stop saying that it is not our business, because it is always our business. Sometimes we believe things happen, and because they don't happen close to home, we should not, pay any attention to it. But as we see, things spill over into our community, and every single one of us in the community and in St. Lucia, we need to pay particular attention to any sign that is different to what we're accustomed to. We're not asking people to be detective or police, but to just be observant, be very observant in the activities that happen in your community.
So quickly, what were your interactions with Miss Theodore in Fonda days? And have you since been in contact with her family? I know her sister would have landed here on St. Lucia on Sunday evening.
Well, on the day in question, I actually was in the area. I was not able to go in the yard because it was being processed. There were quite a few members of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. But I was right next door. Personally, I don't have any relationship with Diana. However, I do remember one occasion when she met me and she said to me, I've been trying to reach you with regards to the condition of my road. So I that was the only interaction I ever had with her. She's a very passionate person. Based on, I remember some interaction she had on social media regarding the proposed development in Choiseul. She was concerned with regards to patrimonial issues, heritage issues, and based on what I'm hearing from people who know her very well, this has always been the kind of person she is. So she does have that kind of passion for community and heritage. But as I said, the the community is very unnerved about what has happened. We're not known for that kind of activity in the community, and so it does create a very bad vibe, as they say locally, with regards to people who are close to her. I have not spoken to her family because at the time when I was in the area, the family was expected to be coming to St Lucia. I think it was the Sunday. So I'm actually on my way to Choiseul now because today is my constituency day. We left Parliament rather late last night. So in making my rounds, I will reach out and I hope, she can find some peace in the fact that, her mother was a well-loved person.
Definitely, she was very much part and parcel of the Choiseul Saltibus communities. And definitely true patriot for what was happening here on the island of St Lucia. Find her unfortunate demise over the weekend. Finally, from us, sir, your female constituents seem to be under attack. We note in less than a year ago, there was a discovery in Saltibus as well of a woman in her home seemed to have been battered. Now this unfortunate incident involving Diana. What do you say to your residents to somewhat comfort them at this time? We know that they are fearful, especially the women. And do you get a sense nationally that there is a clear policy to deal with the mountain crime?
Well, I think I will respond to your last question first. I think it concerns every one of us, but parliamentarians. We all sympathize with families who have lost loved ones, particularly under such tragic circumstances. It is very difficult, particularly when people believe, certain things that happen is not their business. In fact, yesterday in Parliament, I did urge that each and every one of us must play our part and speak to our community, speak to our constituents as it relates, to being more tolerant, and trying to solve differences more amicably.
Member of Parliament for Choiseul, Salty Bradley, now back with us.
But we have to as a community, look out for each other. We know our neighbors, we know their habits, because the funny thing is, sometimes when it's a roro, we all know what's happening in people's yards, but when it's something a little bit more as tragic as this, everybody wants to stay tight-lipped. I understand people have some concerns with regards to if they make a report, everybody's going to know that they're the one who made the report. But there are anonymous ways to make such reports. And I urge people who identify anything that is out of the ordinary, to pay more attention to detail.
Absolutely. Mr. Felix, there's so much more that we want to engage you on, but we've run out of time, unfortunately. Let's keep the communication line open and safe journey down to Choiseul on this your constituency day.
Thank you very much, and have a very good day.
Thanks as well. You as well. The Member of Parliament for Choiseul, Saltibus, joining me live here on the final end of our program for today. Good morning, St Lucia Vibes at Sunrise. The Hon Bradley Felix condemning the recent homicide which shocked the village of Choiseul. That's